I made some very important decisions in my teens and 20s to get ahead. Let's talk about it. The first thing, which cannot be understated at all, is I picked a career for the money first. Now, I've talked about this across different videos, and people are always trying to get away from this fact. If you pick a career by the mere fact that you find it interesting and it doesn't pay well, eventually you will try and move jobs anyway. And to pick a career for the money first, more times than not means you need to study something or study a subject that can get you that career. So even as far back as 16, I've only looked up subjects that I knew would give me the chance to study something at university that allow me to be paid. Now, we can all talk about if this is the way it should be and whatnot. I don't talk about what it should be, I talk about what it is. And picking a career for the money first is you ensuring that you have a very successful future. And if you need to, whatever topic that interests you, you can have that as a hobby. The next thing I made sure I did is I always try to keep my living cost as low as possible. Now, I didn't have the option to live at home and work or to live at home and go to university. But if my parents were based in the UK, I would 100% live at home as long as I can and put off renting or buying a house. Some of you have this idea that buying a house now means you're a man. But the key difference is having the ability to buy a house. If you have enough money in the bank to buy a house, then why do you care about if other people see you living at home? Because most of those people are renting and spending so much money just to say they live outside their parents' house. I wouldn't care at all. I promise you, if my parents lived in the UK, I would stay at home as long as possible and save on that rent, because most people spend, let's say, £2,000 or £1,500 on rent. Let's make it £2,000 for ease of example. Across the whole year, that's 24 grand. Across 2 years, that's 50 grand. So you can see, by just living at home, you're able to save so much money. So don't feel pressure to move out if you don't have to. More times than not, you only want to move out just so you can see girls. And honestly, it's cheaper to get a hotel for a night or 2 nights, see the girl you want, and then go back and live with your parents. Something else I realized from early is you don't need to buy the latest product or even a brand new product. This seat, for example, I have right now is a secondhand Herman Miller chair, which normally would cost me upwards of £2,000. I got this for £600. So you don't need to buy brand new products. The camera behind me is a used camera. No one knows if the camera is used or not. People only care about what the content is. What I'm filming with right now, I bought it used. This lens is used, so you don't need to buy brand new products. What you should care about is the output from the materials you have. Your laptop, your iPad, your phone. Why do you need a brand new product? Because it feels like, get away from the urge to feel good. Start making more smart financial decisions. From a very early age, I also kind of realized that you don't get rich by investing. You get rich by increasing your income. Investing is fine because it keeps the value of your money. But if you have no money to invest, then investing doesn't work. You see what I mean? If you're investing the bare minimum, that is not going to make you rich out of nowhere. That's the reason a lot of people chase outrageous returns. They want 100x the £500 they have. Whereas the goal should be to try and make more money and earn a decent return on your investment. From an early age, I knew that I cannot depend on having just one job. You need different side hustles. And the best way is to make the side hustle something that comes more natural to you, if possible. Which is why for me, I make YouTube content, I coach people in fitness, I coach people to write CVs, cover letters, how to get a job. I'm doing stuff that is within my comfort zone and I don't have to necessarily get retrained for. But it could be a situation where the skills you have, no one cares about, which is very possible. At that point, you have to get retrained and find skills people value. Related to that point, is from early, I kind of knew that saving £10 or £5 a day on a cup of coffee is not what's going to make me rich. Most people don't have a savings problem. They have an income problem. If you don't buy this cup of coffee every day, let's assume that cup of coffee costs you £5. Across the whole week, that's £35. Across the whole month, that's what? £140. Across the whole year, it's not it's not up to a grand. Having an extra grand in your account is not gonna make or break you. Your issues come down to having enough income, having enough money coming in every month. But still, that doesn't mean that you should splurge on stupid cost. From a young age, because of my dad, I realized that why do you need more than two pairs of loafers? Yes, I'm guilty of this, but I'm also relatively well off right now. So I can afford to have a bit more here and there. But if you're still trying to land your first job, if you're still trying to buy a house, if you're still trying to save up, then avoid the unnecessary expenses. Also, something I want to talk about is do not waste money trying to impress women. I will stand by the fact that a girl likes you if she likes you. You do not need to spend money for a girl to like you. The amount of money you spend trying to chase a girl does not increase the chances of that girl liking you or not. Because trust me, that girl will like someone that has nothing if she likes the person. A lot of young men growing up or coming up spend hundreds of pounds on dates. Why? Why are you doing it? Why? It doesn't matter.